Hello my dear viewer, today I have prepared for you the Supercut version of the worst YouTubers Iceberg Chart. Some of you might be wondering why I'm doing a Supercut version of a chart when I didn't cover the last two layers. Well, the first 4 layers of the Iceberg Chart had definitely some dark and twisted stuff, but in my personal opinion the last 2 layers of the chart are so dark and so disturbing, I am not quite sure how to talk about those things without getting into a conflict with YouTube's policies. Today's video will still focus on some quite crazy stuff. We will be looking at YouTubers who will do everything to scam their audience for money.
If you guys want to help me pay for my Tesla, please go ahead and dig deep. I sure would like a free Tesla. Reach down in your pockets and give me $100,000 tonight.
But I also saw family channels that went so far with their pranks that their kids had mental breakdowns which were all recorded by their parents. Or that one time a famous YouTuber put laxative into kids' ice cream just for attention. But not only that, we'll be also looking at a guy who'd conducted crazy experiments on his work partner, whom he even abused, and because of that the poor girl landed in a mental institution, but there are also many more crazy injuries. The most bizarre thing is that some of them are quite big and popular channels, and they are still producing videos but trying to hide their past. And videos like this are here that their action and victims are not forgotten to time. Like I said, this video is for the new and also more casual viewers, where I will combine the first layers of this chart, which isn't going overboard with the very mature stuff which follows in the next 2 videos. This video of course cuts the boring intros and outros from the previous videos, and in general it's a simple way to enjoy my 3 last videos in a nice and clean format. So shall we start? I will recommend you grab something to snack and drink because this video is a bit longer. Also tell me about channels you think deserve to be on this list. Tell me about them in the comment sections so I can add them to the extra layer which I will be making at the end of this series as a bonus episode. Also thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope you will enjoy this video. Klein, a YouTuber and content creator known for co-founding the YouTube channel H3H3 Productions with his wife Hila Klein.
Now, as you guys know, I have been the subject of many videos in the past several years. People do not like Ethan.
The channel gained popularity for its reaction videos, satirical content and commentary on the internet culture.
Is a 6'5" black dude scare you more than a 6'5" white dude?
No. Is it supposed to?
How do I get out of this?
One of the H3H3 most famous videos is without any doubt Vape Nation, our satirical take on vaping culture. The couple also hosts the H3 podcast, a long-form interview podcast covering internet trends and featuring notable personalities. Good, but why is he on the list?
Ethan is a hypocrite. He is greedy.
This is very bad.
Well, shall we start with the beef with PewDiePie, let's say. Ethan made a hypocritical statement where he threw PewDiePie under the bus for racism scandals, even if just few months before that, Ethan himself repeatedly said homophobic and racist slurs during his podcast with iDubbbz.
H3 is a hypocrite because he said that one is tasteless. That one is not good. That's not a good take.
I mean, why would you call somebody out when you're also guilty of doing such things? It doesn't make any sense.
You can't take me down.
Well,
I've already said the N-word. Live.
let's not invite
You
anyone.
can't touch me.
Also, funny thing is, when YouTube released tools to allow advertisers to avoid offensive videos, Ethan claimed that these tools were overly broad and negatively affecting unrelated content, including his channel.
This is very bad.
But if you're following the guidelines, I mean, there is no fear from YouTube. Am I right?
He said, I don't think I'm a hypocrite.
Currently, he is not making any videos on his main channel, just making podcasts with various hosts. He was criticized because he didn't want to focus on high effort videos on his main channel, but rather pump low effort videos in the form of a podcast.
He stopped making H3 videos because I'm like the worst person that has ever lived.
And that's also the point where we saw Ethan, who was actually a carefree individual, starting to go bitter mostly because of the comments he got over the years.
Exactly, it's that shocking. Who would do that?
His channel faced some decline in the subscriber rate. He also had a huge beef with Kimstar, which is also on the list. And this resulted even in a bigger decline of his channel. By the way, he also stated online that everybody who is involved with the church is also involved with child abuse and CP. Which is just, I don't know.
What exactly does the Catholic Church do except rape kids? That's a bad take, dude.
It is just a sad story of how once a beloved YouTuber fell from grace, if we can say so.
The NRA meeting that's today in Texas, someone should bomb that building.
Again, this is the first layer, so we're getting darker, I promise you that.
I am guilty of all of those things.
Komchik is a YouTuber who has been around for quite some time.
Komchik is actually terrible at Left 4 Dead. In this video, I will go into detail about everything that people don't tend to realize about Komchik, such as his cheating, his lies, and his stealing.
His first video was posted like 10 years ago. His channel is primarily focused on Left 4 Dead. The controversy surrounding him is that he was constantly lying to his fans and faked his speedruns on few occasions, which were considered even world records.
This is very bad.
And there are also some allegations that he has stolen copyright thumbnail materials. But the fans of his channel quickly noticed that Komchik uses various cheats and tries to hide them, for instance using God mode,
I'm God,
or he's giving himself a grenade launcher so he could have an easier run. Of course, cheating in a game isn't the worst thing out there, but if you're competing and trying to set a world record, it is a thing you definitely want to avoid.
Exactly, it's that shocking. Who would do that?
Because it will give you a backlash, perhaps not immediately, but people will catch up. And they did with Komchik. But he did remove some of his videos because of this. Even if this isn't the most harmful thing out there, this chart will give you the chills as we go deeper, I promise you that. Badon is a prominent Mexican media company and YouTube channel that was founded in 2004 by Cesar Morales. This channel, as of writing this script, has 47 million subscribers, but get this, with only a few thousand views per video, so you know there is something up. They are widely recognized for the diverse content.
Oh, okay, I see what you did there.
Badon covers a spectrum of genres including entertainment, news, interviews, social experiments, yada yada yada.
Nos comentan que en este panteón se aparece una niña.
Everything that gets views and attention, they will simply make a video about it. The channel has gained immense popularity, particularly among Spanish-speaking audience. One of the Badon's notable series is Exposing Cheaters. How ironic. To no surprise, Badon has received a lot of criticism because their content has been described as, well, we can say fake, and Badon employees have come forward with allegations of workplace harassment, sexual harassment, and homophobia within the company.
That's no good.
Also, a very clever move of this channel was in 2020 where they staged a fake death as a prank involving one of its hosts. And fake death pranks are the last thing you want to pull off on your channel. Like, you know that guy from the last show? Yeah, he's dead, hit by a car. And then like 10 seconds later, nah man, just a joke.
Yes, very sad. Anyway.
I mean, that's borderline morbid. This stunt was meant to be a dramatic revelation of a fake murder. They received widespread criticism for crossing ethical boundaries. Many viewers found the prank to be in poor taste.
That's a bad take, dude.
And there are also a few times that Badon was accused of plagiarism and copying content from other creators without proper credit. These allegations have fueled tensions with the YouTube community and led to dispute over originality and intellectual property. Also in 2017, Badon posted a now very infamous video called basically Seen on the Screen, which is a 5-minute Super Mario speedrun, in which they claimed they had completed Super Mario Bros. In 5 minutes, which was later obviously debunked as fake. Shotgun Raids is an English gaming YouTuber who currently makes Minecraft videos. He's mainly known for making videos of himself playing many high-pixel minigames including Skywars and Bed Wars. He's also known for trolling Twitch streamers who stream themselves as hacking.
Obviously I banned him, let's see what he says.
Yeah, but the admin that...
Shotgun Raids was also exposed for faking his most popular miniseries about him catching a player on his server hacking.
Oh no. Oh no.
Along with this, there have been a few YouTubers who called him out for stealing their ideas. The things that I found about him is that he's using extremely clickbaity thumbnails and overall combined with misleading content. Also, he caused a lot of drama with a smaller YouTuber named Tenebros. He made a huge video exposing him, telling stories and showing direct messages with him and other stuff, which Shotgun Raids obviously didn't like. But like I said, this is only first layer, but besides the drama I didn't find anything dark here, so let's move to Leafy.
Like X-ray, that's so evil when there's like kids in Africa that are literally, you know, starving, and then he's like, yup, just go after the X-ray. Like,
what? Say what?
Leafy is here, or simply Leafy, is an American internet personality best known for his now terminated YouTube channel.
Or I might just kill myself. You asshole. You wouldn't be laughing if you were idol. Oh my god. I never thought about it that way. Shit. I'm a goddamn asshole.
Which contained reaction, drama and gaming videos with commentary.
Oh my god, who is this guy? What is he f***ing handy?
Although he started his YouTube channel in 2013, he gained popularity 3 years later when he started criticizing smaller creators for their appearance and his content went viral. One of the major reasons why fans flock to him, nonchalant, no-hold-bars criticism of a god YouTuber named Mr. Black Darkness 666, the most metal name out there I think. But let's take an even closer look why Leaf is on the list.
When you could kill yourself with a sharp object, come on.
Beginning in 2016, Leafy was involved in several conflicts with other YouTubers, which led to allegations of cyberbullying. YouTube terminated his account in 2020 for repeated violations of their harassment policies.
Actually showing some of this because some of this is... It's honestly f***ing insane, alright?
Now, to expand this a bit more, he faces controversies including a swatting campaign in 2015 to 2016. One of the terrible things he did was also mocking individuals with disabilities, leading to a community backlash, but at least he apologized for that. Also in 2016, the YouTuber iDubbbz also accused Leafy for cyberbullying in a Content Cop episode. After a hiatus from 2017, Leafy returned in April of 2020 to YouTube, insulting iDubbbz and resuming regular content. In July of that year, he was also criticized by a Twitch streamer called Pokimane, leading to further controversy. On August 21, 2020, Leafy's YouTube account was permanently banned for policy violations.
But it's really a mind if you think about it. Like every single person you talk to, if you look at their hands, 100% they have shit with those hands. fucking everybody. Your mom, your dad, Uncle Melvin.
And ultimately he was forced to turn to Twitch and Storyfire. But the story doesn't end here, because Twitch also banned his account on September 11, 2020, quoting Twitch, "hateful conduct and threats of violence." I mean, if you succeed to be banned by the two most popular platforms out there, that says something about you.
I mean, I can make a normal video naked. I can't make a facecam video naked. What the fuck?
Kimstar is a controversial internet personality and the host of Drama Alert, a YouTube channel focused on news and drama within the online community.
You will be known at the end of this as a fucking liar, a manipulator, and a fucking hypocrite.
Kimstar has been a central figure in various online controversies, often stirring up drama and engaging in conflicts with other content creators.
You know I only tell the truth.
He's known for his outspoken and polarizing style, frequently attracting both support and criticism. Besides using racial slurs, he tweeted that he can't wait to tweet about Total Biscuit's death because he had cancer. Ugh, yeah, well.
Now I want to be like, can't wait to report your death. Like, seriously, what's wrong with you, asshole?
Not only that, but also body shaming, and the list continues.
That's the most important thing to me.
And he also falsely accused a RuneScape Twitch streamer called Tony Winchester, known as RS Glory and Gold, of being a pedophile, having confused him with John Phillips, a convicted sex offender who used to play RuneScape to attract children. And this is the point where it all starts to go a bit darker. In April of 2019, Kimstar posted a Drama Alert interview with a YouTuber, Ethica, who had been displaying erratic behavior before the interview. During the conversation, Ethica's main statements centered on death and his perspective on life, including referring to himself as the Antichrist and expressing a desire to purge all life. Kim questioned whether Ethica's actions were public stunts or a general mental breakdown. Ethica stated he denied seeking any publicity and even later stated that life is like a video game and death means nothing. Kim raised some questions. If life is just a simulation,
this is a straight scam!
Then why live? And 2 months later, Ethica posted a video resembling a suicide note titled "I'm sorry," mentioning Kim among others. Ethica's body was discovered in a river and the medical examiner determined drowning as the cause of death. Kim faced criticism, being held accountable for Ethica's death, but he argued that Ethica seemed fine privately and doctors deemed he is stable. Kim shared texts from Ethica's mother absolving him of blame and expressing love for him and his show. And also in May of 2020, YouTuber Klein of H3H3 released an exposed video of Kimstar alleging that he exploited Ethica.
I don't care if the internet is picking on me. I don't care if the internet hates me. All I want the internet to do is to say my fucking name. Just please say my name.
This led to G Fuel even terminating the sponsorship with Kimstar.
I'm gonna burn them all to the ground. Every last one.
Oh boy, where do we start? Throughout their career, the Paul brothers, both Jake and Logan, made many controversial stuffs, including videos and inappropriate stunts. Jake and Logan Paul are quite known YouTubers and internet personalities. Logan, the older brother, initially gained recognition for his Vine videos, leading to a YouTube career. Jake, inspired by Logan, also rose to prominence on Vine and transitioned to YouTube. Both become known for their controversial content, pranks and vlogs. I will give you a few examples just to get an idea if you somehow don't know about the Paul brothers. Logan Paul in 2017 made a video about the Icogara forest, where Logan faced intense backlash for uploading a video showing a victim in the forest.
That one is tasteless. That one is not good. That's not a good take.
The video was obviously widely criticized and even led YouTube to temporarily suspend his ads on his channel. But in 2017 happened something quite disturbing. For whatever reason, Logan decided to use a taser on dead rats. resulting in further criticism for his inappropriate and disrespectful behavior. Good, let's take a look at his brother, Jake. Jake had a team called Jake's Team 10, a social media incubator and talent management company, which faced internal controversies including public disputes and departures of team members. Also, they got some neighbor complaints in 2017, which also resulted in some tensions with the local authorities. And let's mention the infamous FBI raid in 2020. Jake's home was raided by the FBI in a connection with an ongoing investigation. Although specific details about the investigation were not immediately disclosed, it is important to note that both brothers have been involved in numerous controversies over the years. So, have you ever heard of a game called Yander Simulator? No? Good, it doesn't matter, because the game will never be released.
Huh?
And I can add it to my Lost Game series. By the way, check the series out. Now, let's not be harsh. The game is, after all, a heavily anticipated game.
I couldn't help but notice that you seem quite sad about something. Would you like to talk about it?
Huh? Yander Simulator follows a high schooler named Ayano Aishi who has an unhealthy level of obsession with her senpai Taro. In order to win Taro's heart, she must eliminate her rivals. The term yandere is a term for a person whose love drives them to obsession and violence. These students, taught fictional characters, are attending a high school and are heavily implied to be underage.
Is this necessary to the game? Is this pertinent information from my everyday life? I'll go with pink, sure, why not?
Well, the developer of this quite nice game had some allegations. On August 1st, 2023, YouTuber Pixels After Dark uploaded a video involving Yander Dev titled How Yander Dev Profited of His Predator Allegations.
Hey,
about my life at this point. I'm
not
questioning
much,
absolutely
but
everything.
Maybe this will take your mind off of it for a moment?
The Yander developer acknowledged in the blog post that he occasionally entered what some describe, quote, flirty remarks from a fan. He playfully labeled those as foolish within the narrative, admitting to and I quote, a lapse of judgment of justifying an adult's friendship with a minor. As a symbolic gesture of remorse, he decided to make a $1,000 donation to a non-profit organization dedicated to helping victims of sexual violence. Despite those actions, he lost some support from his fans. At the end, I mean, of course he did. But besides that, he's also known for constantly slowing down his progress over his game Yander Simulator, which also did lead to some hate. Nikocado Avocado, aka Nicholas Perry, began his journey on YouTube as a skinny vegan with a weight between 150 and 160 pounds.
If it wasn't water weight, could I do this?
Until now, he's doubled his weight and he's almost a cyborg because of all the machinery he needs to stay alive.
I'm gonna whip this hoe.
Mukbang videos are videos where you would just watch an individual eat themselves until they are sick. Because of this, he has also many health issues, which is no wonder.
I look like a blueberry. I look like a blueberry.
He's also releasing videos on a daily basis. Until this point, Nikocado had many controversies and a lot of people despise him for unnecessary disgusting videos where he would physically and verbally abuse now his ex-husband.
Ow! That hurt.
It's sad to see how Nikocado is basically eating himself to death in front of our eyes and there is almost nothing we can do. Besides all the attention he's getting, he still wasn't satisfied and he loves to start a drama from time to time. For example, he faced allegations of harassment and invasion of privacy from a mukbanger Stephanie So, following their collaboration in a spicy noodle challenge video. Stephanie claimed feeling unsafe during the collaboration and accused Perry of sending harassing texts and taking photos inside of her home. The allegations led to a public dispute between the two, where both parties produced videos and evidence to support their claims. This controversy obviously sparked a significant response from the viewers. Many people think he has also some mental issues because of this. But I let you to be the judge. He's also taking advantage by uploading multiple videos with offensive thumbnails and titles such like "My new diet as a disabled person." He also claimed at one point he was Jesus, and I don't know what to say. Did I mention he has an OnlyFans account?
Your boss.
Yep. And he also stated he will sue everyone who would leak his photos from the page. And yeah, this is Nikocado in a nutshell.
It's different, okay? I'm actually a person strategizing what I do.
You're the fat. You're the fat. You're the fat.
What is your problem?
How do you keep calling me fat online?
How do they know you're fat?
I don't know. How do they know I'm fat? God damn it.
Boogie is currently on a rampage because of the documentary made about him, which is also top notch, sharing light on his personal life, perhaps more than he wanted.
Calm down.
No!
He is an old school YouTuber who has gotten himself a ton of hate for bad behavior and a Marty complex.
Well, if it's not for me, then nobody can have it. How about that?
Don't
Hey,
touch my tree.
You know
Are you
what?
kidding me? Stop it.
He was also caught in multiple lies over time, e-begging, and from a YouTuber who was very grateful to someone who just wanted views and tips so he could make money. And also the fact he spent over $200,000 on hooks.
The women I dated were pretty, sure, but they were like Arkansas 8s, not LA 10s. With sugaring, I got to fuck some LA 10s, and I think that's cool.
Doesn't make him any better, especially as his current girlfriend is like 30 years younger than he is. Many think he's manipulating her, which is hard to tell. But there are many more controversies here. It is just sad to see Boogie where he is now, because he was very beloved by the community as I found out, and now he's basically just broke and bitter, where he lives from paycheck to paycheck and from the ad revenue just to survive.
Ah! Jesus Christ! Look what you did!
Look what I did. Look
You
what you
ruined
did.
watermelon! You ruined
Clean it up.
watermelon!
And he did make a lot of money because he invested like 750,000 in crypto and lost it all. And if we add the prices of the hookers and his hobbies of collecting cards, arcades, games and so on, made the situation even worse because he didn't even pay the loan to his bank to buy his $250,000 house, which is just ridiculous.
You're kidding! Judge.
And nowadays he's just desperate for any attention. But this isn't the end. He loves very dark humor, which is sometimes really questionable, and loves to use racial slurs as those are just words.
And I don't have any Mountain Dew!
Like, I saw some Mountain Lightning earlier.
Where did you hide the Mountain Dew?
And he did make a few public statements which did left a mark on his reputation. But if you want to hear more about him, there is the documentary, or tell me down below if you're interested in a deep dive about him or any other YouTuber you saw on the list. Also, the creator of the documentary was on the podcast from Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers, if you want to check out some more info behind the documentary.
Kermit the Frog drink the gay potion. I'm a bad nigga. You didn't have to cut me off.
This YouTuber is simply all about the controversy. He embraced the whole aspect of that. He made a popular series in which he would trespass in various locations for 24 hours, like schools, local shops, and the mall. Because of that, he was also one time arrested by the securities in the mall. After his arrest, he was fined with $50,000 for his clever action. Also, that's just a great message to send to your audience to break into shops.
Kermit the Frog. He normally is super scared to do 3 a.m. challenges, but I convinced him to do it for you guys.
Not only that, but also YouTube demonetized his channel. But is this the end? Oh, we're getting just started. He also started like a 3 a.m. type of a series, in which he was obviously taking advantage of younger audience, with its content and thumbnails.
I died. What the heck, guys? This is honestly messed up.
This takes even a darker turn as J-Station uses a Ouija board to communicate with the dead. The problem was that he wanted to talk to XXX Tentacion, which left so many people wondering why would he do that. People did criticize him that he was trying to exploit people's death for views in such bad fashion, and he did those videos with little or no emotions of the passing of the actual victims. But if you take a look at January of 2020, he made a video that is just a cherry on the top. It's where J-Station posted a video titling "Saying my last goodbye to my girlfriend Alexa, rest in paradise." This is not a sad story of his girlfriend, but it's a story where J-Station actually faked her death. We saw that he didn't have any morals in regards to getting views, but nobody did expect this. He even told in the video that his girlfriend's only wish was to reach 1 million subscribers. This is some psycho manipulation on the next level. There is just no other way to describe it. Our guy Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers like always found some interest in the story to investigate this, and even called the police to see if his girlfriend was actually dead. And I mean, he obviously found out that this was not the case. This led to both of his channels being demonetized because the police connected YouTube. Not even that, he even broke up with his girlfriend and YouTube even decided to terminate his channel. But let's see now the crazy story behind Hannah Sabata. I just stole a car and robbed a bank. Now I am rich, I can pay off my college financial aid, and tomorrow I am going on a shopping spree. Bite me, I love Green Day. This is the description of a video posted by Jelly Benny called the Chick Bank Robber. With this little info, can you imagine about what this entry is about? So, in 2012, this 19-year-old girl decided it would be wise to rob a bank, and she managed to steal $6,000. There are many things you could do after acquiring this type of money. By the way, don't rob banks, please. But let's say you did, what would be the wise thing to do? Maybe make a video called Chick Bank Robber and upload it to YouTube to brag about the deed you done. Well, this is perhaps the opposite from a wise move, but Hannah didn't think much about this. The result was she was caught the same day. What I also found out, she was imprisoned at the end of 2012 and she got released in 2017, but violated her parole, landed back in jail and then assaulted an officer. Now she is facing an additional 3 years on top of the remaining original sentence. This story did make me sad because this young girl threw her young adult life for $6,000, which is a lot of money, but it's too little considering she lost a good part of her 20s. What made this video more uncomfortable was the end of the video, which is a bit dark. She stated that the government took her baby before she could see her and charged her with neglect, but sadly I didn't find any info about the baby part. And now let's go to the last entry of this layer. Charles Ross, known as the Ross Creations on YouTube, had made a name for himself with prank videos and gaining about 2 million followers across his channels, Vlog Creations and Ross Creations. His stunts were classic stunts you would often see involving unsuspecting people, which even led to 6 arrests in Florida. Because Ross impersonated a police officer, which is a very smart thing to do. He wanted even to write a parking ticket to a woman at a parking lot. She saw something was wrong and she was concerned for the safety of her 2 children. Because he did have a baton on his belt, she then started to raise her voice until Charles basically said it was prank and offered her tickets for a concert, but in the end she called the authorities. Despite multiple arrests, Ross has never been convicted, facing only fines and community service. And he also filmed himself doing a backflip over 2 officers sitting on a park bench. They tackled him and cuffed him while the camera rolled. The competitive world of YouTuber pranks encourages creators to push boundaries. I mean, despite YouTube's attempts to regulate stuff, some creators still produce controversial content for their views. Ross is just a piece of history which reflects the challenges of holding pranksters accountable for their actions. This is another huge rabbit hole that deserves a separate video, but I will try to give you a good idea about this. Some channels abuse copyright laws and try to take down videos or channels they simply don't like. Some of them are like NS Butter and Kimstar, but there are many more, of course. People would even claim they are working on behalf of other companies. I mean, it's like in the Wild West. Some YouTubers just see a video they don't like because it's mostly about them, and then they are making a copyright claim. And if your channel is getting too many strikes, you can even get a red card and say bye bye to your channel. Daddy05 was a family channel that became the center of abuse claims after the pranks become gradually more extreme.
What inspired you to do YouTube?
And my kids inspired me to do YouTube. They all wanted YouTube channels, so I made a YouTube channel.
They suffer great consequences because of their actions. Family05, originally known as Daddy05, was indeed a very controversial YouTube channel. There is no other way about it. The channel was focused on daily vlogging and prank videos.
Bring back an old friend. Yep. Cody, wake up!
The heck?
Time to get up.
Do that!
The couple had 5 children and they always thought their life was amazing, just like a movie. Because of that, they made a YouTube channel that would show the world their life. They would usually do harmless and funny pranks.
This is what I did.
Besides that, they also did a vlog type video of their everyday life, but that's not the reason why this channel landed on this list. As the channel grew, the couple noticed something quite interesting. As they were hitting 100,000 subs, they realized the more intense the reaction of the kids was, the more views they would get.
Really? Really? You wanna play games, Cody? No. Wanna play games? Let's play games, Cody! Let's play games!
Which led this channel on a dark path. Not only that the parents would prank their children, they would usually tell 1 or 2 of the children to prank the rest, and their parents would often tell them to do their best until the rest go mad.
Yeah?
What did you do? They all wanted YouTube channels, so I made a YouTube channel.
They also quickly realized that some of the children react better than the rest because they really did analyze each of the children's behavior. Because I won't tell you the name of the kids to not cause any more harm that they already went through, let's say that the child 2 was going through something I would say it's an emotional breakdown. I am not a doctor to judge, but this is how it seems to me at first look. Because of that, they would usually pick on him as it would get them plenty of views. He was later diagnosed with oppositional defiant disorder, In simple terms, he is prone to lose his temper easily and it's often annoyed by others. This resulted in the stepmother even stating that the teacher should receive a raise because she needed to put up with him. The parents' pranks would be so intense that the kids begged on multiple times to turn off the camera, but the parents refused because they needed to vlog their life for everybody to see.
Take the camera with you.
No, I gotta vlog my life. You know that.
So because of this, many YouTubers started to investigate the channel for the well-being of the kids. Not only them, but also Reddit users, which ended up in CPS, Child Protective Service, looking into the family. They interviewed every child, but strangely didn't find anything out of the ordinary. Some would say that the parents did get a slap on the fingers and they would calm down after the CPS started an investigation against them. But nobody was prepared for the most brutal video yet. They made a video that seems quite fun at first, as the stepmother would use invisible ink which she would spill on the floor, so she can blame one of the kids for their actions.
I bought this here, invisible ink, and I'm gonna squirt it all over his carpet and start flipping out.
But her reaction was just too much. Seeing the children crying and the tone of the stepmother which was screaming at them, everybody saw that the parents needed to be stopped.
The hell is that?
What is this?
Cody!
Tell me. I didn't do that.
Tell me what you did.
I swear to God, I didn't do that.
It's all over your carpet.
You both did this!
We got you both. You were innocent bystander.
Yeah. You just got owned. It's just a prank, bruh.
This video gave them even worse reputation after Kimstar and YouTuber Philip DeFranco starting closely monitoring the situation and trying to see what was really going on. Even the police started to investigate this whole situation about the channel. Then the biological mother managed to take 2 children back in an emergency custody transfer because of all the media attention they received. But on September 13, 2017, an article was published by Good Housekeeping with an update stating YouTube pranking parents sentenced for child neglect. Even if the channel was banned from YouTube, they would start a second channel which would suffer the same fate as the first one. But there is a third channel that is still active today under the name simply The Martin Family. This entry is quite disturbing. CJ So Cool is an American YouTuber who used to upload reaction to popular viral videos, try not to laughs, prank videos and many other types of videos, occasionally with his brother Jinx and his girlfriend. His brother Jinx stumbled upon a goldmine as he started to make reaction videos back in 2014. With that, he also introduced his brother to the channel. They both started producing content that was called very lazy and many popular YouTubers criticized them because of the types of the video they made.
You've gotta be kidding me. Take it off, smart as the agony. So
pretty brilliant how you played the entire video in your channel. It's like it's a one-stop shop. Why bother going to my channel to watch that video when you can just watch that and your reaction?
But in CJ's case, he did manage to branch out in a kind of a vlog style video combined sometimes with pranks. He stated his channel was hacked and the hacker deleted all previous reaction content, and because of that he needed to start all over again.
2 fucks about the shit they deleted because I'm about to come at you guys way stronger, better content. No more reactions. Half of you guys claimed I was stealing shit anyway. Well, now I will no longer be stealing. I will be creating my own original content for you guys. So if you choose to leave, so be it. But if you choose to stay, just know that my channel is upgraded as of today.
What was quite odd, because the whole time he claimed he was hacked, he was still producing and uploading videos. So he started fresh with a vlog style video where he included his family and wanted to go away from the reaction content. He did succeed in that, as he managed to reach almost 9 million subscribers as of today. Because of this switch in style, the main audience was quite younger than before, which helped the channel to grow on a regular basis. The new videos focused on his wife Royalty and their 3 kids. When he first reached 1 million subscribers, the content did switch a bit, mostly because CJ would flex his wealth. Not only that, but in 2015 and 16, prank videos were very popular at the time and CJ wanted to jump on the trend. And because of that, his content had a dark twist, because the pranks he would perform would mostly be on his kids.
This is for kids. So for all of you guys wondering if I'm actually putting Royalty's kids in danger, I'm not, okay?
So you know how this goes from the last entry. Every prank needs to be more intense and more chaotic than the previous one to attract more attention. To give you a few examples, he would cut their hair in funny ways or use firecrackers while they were sleeping, which is just wrong on so many levels, but CJ then had a brilliant idea. And I'm of course sarcastic here. This is disturbing and wrong on so many levels, I can't even comprehend how stupid he was to do this. He started his video like many other videos, where he would flex about all the things he possessed, and then proceeded to go to the pharmacy and decided to buy laxatives.
You know I got my 72 10s on. Y'all probably haven't seen me rocking these in a minute. But we about to get up in here and get this Pedia laxative. There it is, children's medicine. Let's get them. Laxative.
You heard me right. He even stated, "Don't worry, I will not put the children in any danger because these are kids laxative, so you can calm all down." He took the pills, crushed them into dust and mixed with ice cream.
I'm pretty sure this ain't as weak as it should be. Man, this pill's so big. What the? Bruh. I'm using them anyway. I don't care. I'm gonna crush about 4 of these up and I'm gonna mix them in some ice cream.
He then filmed it all, how they ate the ice cream. Not only that, but also to the point where the laxative actually started working. His children were in extreme pain and crying because of that.
What's wrong with your stomach?
My stomach good.
You better go to the bathroom, man. You better go now.
But he even went so far that he filmed them while they were on the toilet and made fun of them.
Nation, your stomach hurts too?
And even added extra sound effects to make the situation more funny, I guess. This video was banned because of obvious reasons, and the people stated that this was child abuse. CJ never went to apologize because of this, which made this situation even worse. And this is why CJ landed on this list, and it's a really fucked up situation if you ask me. And yes, he is still producing videos, just to let you know. T-Series. Does anybody know about this special channel? A channel that is tied to the mafia and a channel that is accused of using bots as subscribers. Not ringing a bell? Well, they even sued one of the most beloved YouTubers out there. Besides that, it is also an Indian music record label and a film production company that owns and operates the most viewed and the most subscribed YouTube channel. Yes, you heard me right, with over 253 million subscribers. Because of that, you would probably think they are quite popular. Well, yes and no, depending on who you're asking. One of the reasons why they're so unpopular is perhaps the beef they had with PewDiePie.
So come on, T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch.
The beef was about who would be the first channel to reach 100 million subscribers on YouTube. We all know how this ended up. PewDiePie sadly lost the battle. Not only he did lose the battle, but it showed how YouTube slowly started to change. YouTube started to move into a more ad-friendly and corporate way, which also
you did it very nice, and all it took was a massive corporate entity with every song in Bollywood.
Which also resulted in YouTube started to become more mainstream. It is easily seen how YouTube favors channels that produce multiple videos a day rather than one quality video per week. which is quite hard, trust me. Besides that, the both accusations appear to fall flat because YouTube did check and didn't find anything suspicious about the subscriber count, besides a few dead accounts, which is quite normal for such a big channel. Also, you may remember that PewDiePie also made a few diss tracks about this series. Well, that would lead a lawsuit against PewDiePie. In August of 2019, the T-Series won the lawsuit dispute against PewDiePie, even if PewDiePie just claimed it was all for fun. Because of that, the two songs were blocked in India. The lawsuit was started obviously by the owner of T-Series, Bhushan Kumar. Also, his father was the founder of T-Series in 1983. Also, a thing I want to mention is that he was later murdered on August 12 in 1997 with ties leading to the Mumbai Mafia syndicate D Company. Despite that, T-Series still produce videos on everyday basis, which are mostly clips from their movies and shows. Not only that, but also publishing music, which is still a great way for many Indian people to listen to music. Also, the owner of T-Series never publicly mentioned anything about the beef with PewDiePie besides the lawsuit. He just mentioned at one point in time that this whole drama opened the gate to the Western audience to check his channel out, which did result in growth. I also need to state there were many mentions of how the owner of T-Series was accused in rape cases, and how the company is known for trying to manipulate upcoming artists but also sabotaging existing veterans artists in the industry. But I think this entry gives you a good explanation of the channel T-Series. By the way, H3H3, which was in the previous video, made a very unpopular video where he offended not only T-Series but also the whole Indian culture. If you want to hear more about him, check the previous video out. SS Sniper Wolf is like one of the biggest YouTube creators out there, but behind that cute smile, many things should be addressed. After all, there is a reason why is she on the tier 4 of the chart. Shall we start with the Omegle videos where she told minors that she would flash her tits to them if they twerked for her, or the time she literally filmed and claimed she would flash her boobs to a 16-year-old girl. The scene which follows is quite surprising because the girl indeed flashed her tits to Sniper Wolf. The video was online for quite a long time, but because of the pressure of YouTubers, the video was taken down but not so long ago.
I'm like 15. How old are you? Oh, 16. I'm 15. Oh, you're just like a year older than me. That's pretty cool. Wanna show each other? Sure. Yeah, I'll show you my beat. Ooh. You first. I'm shy. Oh, damn, you work at Hooters too? Damn, you got enough money at Hooters to like get fake tickets. I didn't know they pay that good. You seem way too excited to show me. Hey girl.
Sniper Wolf is now a YouTuber with decades of experience. Her YouTube started to take off when she decided to falsely accuse Girl Gone Gamer for cheating. This sparked great attention mostly because of Reddit users.
So yesterday I posted a video called The Truth About Girl Gone Gamer, which actually got a lot more attention than I would have ever thought, and it seemed to cause a war between the fanboys.
Some smaller channels would state that she was making false accusations. Sniper Wolf obviously tried to copyright all the smaller channels because of this. There is also a case where a 10-year-old girl who was dying of cancer had a wish to meet Sniper Wolf, which at first was all fine, but later Sniper Wolf declined because she didn't have any time.
Can you get me in contact with SS Sniper Wolf? There's this girl, she's 10 years old, she's dying of cancer. Her AKA Sexy Sniper is a piece of shit. Good luck with that. Anyhow, Adam, trying to make this 10-year-old's dreams come true, gets a hold of Sexy Sniper Wolf, or SS Sniper Wolf, and she agrees to talk to the kid dying of cancer. She set it up with her mom. I got the text conversations, so they have a date to do it, right? Sniper Wolf blows it off. Completely blows it off. She's posted on Instagram that she's out to dinner, all right? She's out partying and living it up, and this 10-year-old is literally dying right now.
Which is really sad. I mean, the fans of your show are the people who are granting you the life of a YouTuber, and you should be grateful for every one of them. If she could not meet her, she could at least make a video call. But of course the controversy didn't stop there. There is even a loss to dig up where she was shown how the former channel Super Sexy Sniper Wolf was made with now her ex-husband, and it was all made 50-50. The majority of the work was done by her ex-husband, who was playing the games, scripting and editing. Then she would slip into the role of the quirky gamer girl and attract the masses. Her whole career was built on a lie, and it was a facade. She even tried to hide this from the public. This didn't make her situation any better. Even if she is favored by YouTube, despite uploading reaction content, she's basically stealing people's content without any proper credits.
A couple years ago, he re-uploaded one of my videos, and you can't just take somebody else's content and re-upload it and monetize it. So I filed the copyright claim with YouTube trying to take it down.
Not only that, but also the case where she doxed and exposed the home address of a YouTuber called JaxFilm, because he made a parody channel where he would react to the reaction of Sniper Wolf. But he also tweeted on numerous occasions why is YouTube boosting her channel and why she's being monetized, because she is uploading not original content without proper credits and with little or none reaction to them.
So this at the store wanna be petty, right?
How do you deal with a Karen?
So this at the store wanna be petty.
Oh, he got time.
But one night, this went all overboard. She posted a poll on Instagram should she visit his house. She waited like 5 minutes ago before she really went to his house and started to call him out live, doxing his address to thousands or even millions of people. Even if she deleted the video just 2 hours later, the harm was already done.
Alright, right in front of your house. Come out and talk to me. He has food outside, so he should be out any minute now to pick it up.
It's ice cream as well.
It's ice cream. I just want to talk.
With this move, she violated one of the YouTube's most important policies, which is about doxing people.
He's literally right outside your house.
Oh my god!
This is happening right now. Call the police. Actually.
Wait, what?
Call the police.
No, there's a video.
She's outside your house right now.
What the f?
She literally
on her
posted a
Instagram.
video on her story 5 minutes ago. Oh my god, she's outside her house.
Record this right now.
Doxing you.
Ice cream.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, no, this is.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
No, that is huge.
No, it's not.
Privacy. And so much else. There's so much wrong with that.
No, I'm not getting out, dude. That.
No, stay inside. Absolutely.
Call the cops and show them the Instagram story.
Hold on. I'm gonna go inside.
Aaron, Aaron, don't, please don't. All right, hold on. Should we? I'm gonna end this.
End the stream.
Sorry, gamers. Thank you for coming out.
Just imagine that one degenerate fan decided to show up to his house and start attacking him or his family because of his videos. I don't want to even imagine what could happen in such situation.
I love meeting you guys, but just this person that took it a step too far to follow me home, like, don't do that. Don't follow people home. Like, please respect my privacy, respect any other YouTuber's privacy, because it's hard to believe, but you know, we're people just like you. Like, you wouldn't like it if somebody followed you home or came up to your house. So, you know, just like respect other people, respect their privacy. And I feel like a teacher or some shit. I'm just really paranoid about that kind of stuff.
This led to JaxFilm begging YouTube that they deplatform her.
YouTube needs to take swift action and ban her from the platform ASAP. And the same goes for Instagram. Speaking of, Sniper Wolf is already making light of the situation, as if stalking someone is a quirky thing to do. No one should feel unsafe in their own home. And thanks to Sniper Wolf, my wife and I now do. So YouTube, please do the right thing and get her off the platform. Anyone who weaponizes their fan base like she did does not deserve a space here.
Because of her behavior, but not only he, but also many more YouTubers, one of them being Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers.
If any other creator did this to her, instantly removed off the platform, I would imagine, right? I would assume, or severely punished, if anything, on the best chance. She just decided to go harass another creator like this, and YouTube should take it seriously. Way back when one of their offices had a shooting on it, they started to treat this policy with some severity to it.
He stated that any other YouTuber did this, they would be nuked from the platform, and that YouTube needs to make an example of her, because if she gets away with this, it would show weakness and that she is truly favored by YouTube. Because of all the pressure YouTube received, they temporarily suspended monetization on the channel because of her behavior. They didn't say how long would it last. And after that, Sniper Wolf did post an apology on X, which many believed it was just a form of formality. There are also a few more things to mention here, but again, this is a summary, and now you see why Sniper Wolf is on the list. So I don't know where to start here.
It was all a dream. I used to read 17 magazine. Bunch of white girls going to prom in the limousine.
Nicole was definitely many spotlights over the years, mostly because of her controversial things she stated.
Yeah, I do. I consider when I'm doing stand-up straight to the camera, and I'm playing with the editing a lot. Well, yeah, I find it's actually crazier because there's...
It's different.
It's different.
I'm not shitting on it, but it's not stand-up comedy.
Nicole started to posting videos in the early life cycle of YouTube back in 2006, where she uploaded her comedy routine. I needed to state that her early videos were also edited, and she would add laughs and sound clapping to make their videos more funny. She managed to make a few bigger videos, like where she criticized Instagram models, stating they were not real models, which obviously caused some drama.
Bitches. Girls who are just trying to be hot and wait for some guy to come along and take care of them. Perhaps an athlete that you accidentally got pregnant with. You poked holes in the condom, you psycho. Psycho.
Mommy, how was I made? I poked holes in the condom so your dad would have to pay for you. And my lips. And my new boobs.
But Nicole's career took off in 2015, when she gained widespread attention for her viral video titled Dear Fat People, where she addressed issues related to obesity in a satirical manner. I mean, the video is quite offensive. Listen to this.
And they complain, and they smell like sausages, and I don't even think they ate sausages, that's just their aroma. They were so fat that they're that standing sweat fat. Crisco was coming out of their pores like a Play-Doh Fun Factory.
Then the video was taken down apparently for YouTube, but some speculate it was taken from her side just to gain more attention and to tweak and make drama about it.
And then you sort of hide behind this, well, it's not healthy. That's bull, and you know it. You don't care about that health. Come on.
The whole thing was a joke. It really was. I do care about people's health. Like, the whole thing was a joke. And I make fun of myself all the time. Like, I know that I look like side chick Barbie. I realize this. And I make jokes about it all the time.
She made more videos like this, and she was even on TV, where she stated this was all a joke. But this didn't help her channel, because it was getting more and more dislikes over time. I mean, you can't tell people they are looking like sausages. Even then, she was on a rampage where she called out various people like Dear Black People, Dear Feminists, Dear Sluts, and Dear Refugees. This got so bad at one point, she even removed the dislike button because of it. I don't know how many of you know the YouTuber called Matthew Santoro, a guy who did make quite interesting videos a few years ago. He was the boyfriend of Nicole and made a video where he exposed her because of her abusive and manipulative behavior, where he stated that he pushed many people he loved away because of her.
And this individual that I was with forced me to push everybody out of my life. I pushed my family away. I pushed my closest friends away. And it wasn't always explicit. It wasn't always like push that person away, delete them off social media. Although that was the case, mostly with females. This individual that I was with was extremely jealous, viciously jealous. If I had a female friend, I must have been cheating on her with them. I've been cheating on them the whole time. I had to cut every female out of my life, out of social media, delete every number out of my phone. And it was because everything was made to be about her. And I lost my friends. I lost my closest friends because I was made to believe that everybody else was a loser. Everybody else in my life that didn't agree with this relationship, they're losers. That's why they're saying these things, and you need to cut them out of your life. So I did. Early in the relationship, I had a verbal altercation with this individual where after I had a panic attack one night because I couldn't handle walking on eggshells around this person. So I left an event that I was at and I broke it off with this individual. This person prevented me from leaving their home and said, "You're not going anywhere." At which point I was hit.
Of course, she made a video stating that this wasn't the truth.
He didn't suffer from domestic abuse. It didn't happen. And it makes me very sad that he would use his platform. I can take it. If you want to aim at me, don't use kids to be a hate army. I think that's what's wrong with YouTube.
And that Matthew didn't break up with her, but the other way around. And that he overstepped his boundaries because he posted parts of their private life publicly due to his vlog videos.
But I had asked repeatedly while dating him that my private life not be put on the internet. And he repeatedly overstepped that boundary to where I felt violated.
Even if her reputation was severely damaged, she manages to sink even lower after releasing a music video called "This Is America Women's Edit." She focused on women's rights, but she became a laughingstock on social media as a result. She removed the video from her channel and she made a few videos where nowadays she receives just a fraction of her views and only posts like very offensive videos that are just tasteless, stating she was simply cancelled because she told the truth.
You were kind of the first one that sort of made this a thing where you could like be a personality on the internet and sort of earn your own income that way.
Yeah.
Then you did this horrible thing.
I know, I told the truth.
You told the truth.
Oh,
and
gosh.
the rule number one on the internet, if you want to survive, is to never tell the truth.
Be a liar.
Be a liar.
Yeah, essentially.
Exactly.
Smile
and you did a
and
video
lie.
and it was called Dear Fat People.
Yeah.
And do you want to recap what you said that was so horrible?
Basically, calories in and calories out is how you monitor your weight.
Right.
It's kind of like if you're eating too much food and being lazy, that's why you're fat. Is not a disability, you did it yourself.
Nowadays she receives just a fraction of her views and only posts like very offensive videos that are just tasteless. Like where she is telling about child trafficking in a bra and sipping champagne over... I don't know, it's just... Let's stop it here. Let's go to the next entry.
It's a week. Make that pull out game weak.
Now that I have your attention, human trafficking is 150 billion.
Troll Station really does live up to its name. A channel that was accused for mass hysteria as their pranks went a bit too far. Troll Station is a British YouTube channel and collective known for creating pranks and social experiments. The group gained popularity for its controversial and often edgy content, which involves staging various scenarios in public places to capture people's reactions. Troll Station was founded by David Vujanic, who started the channel in 2013. While some viewers find their pranks entertaining, others have criticized Troll Station for crossing ethical boundaries and potentially causing distress to unsuspecting members of the public. The group has faced legal consequences for many of their activities, including arrests and convictions related to public order offenses. If we take a look on July 5, 2015, they staged a prank that involved pretending to stealing a painting from the National Portrait Gallery and the Tate Gallery. They were adjudged to have caused panic and distress among the visiting public. The prank was so wild that the court comprehended the prank to be a terrorist incident. Because of this, the actors even went to jail for a couple of months as a result. They are mostly disliked because their pranks are a bit too much, often with violent nature and trying to cause mayhem and panic. Also, during a UEFA Europe League match between Tottenham Hotspur and Partizan Beograd in 2014, 3 men staged a pitch invasion as a publicly stunt, later named the pitch invasion prank. Nathan Thompson, the first intruder, spent about 5 minutes on the field, even taking a photo with a Tottenham player. Gomez Garcia, the second intruder, was captured more quickly, with a player pulling off his shirt. The trio was charged with pitch invasion and the Tottenham Hotspur was fined. They are still making videos, but not as many as few years ago. First, a disclaimer, this video is based on the video made by SVAGTA, because I could not find anything about this guy, because his controversial videos were deleted and any video that I found on him on Reddit was already deleted. So Joseph Martelli is just a sad individual, I don't know what else to say here. He has much hate in his life, which he reflected towards the people he gets in touch with. So get this, if I tell you that gay people deserve to die and they should be all put on an island so their species die out, would you believe me this comes from a straight person? Well, this is quite complicated in the case of Joseph Martelli, because he was also at one point gay. Joseph Martelli was on a podcast called The Drunken Peasants, where he spread his points and views on life. Because of that, members of the podcast made fun of Joseph and he got pretty upset. Shortly after that, members of Drunken Peasants channel and The Amazing Atheist would have a show, and Joseph claimed he would show up to the event, and it would be very wise that the police check his bags for weapons. He would also go on posting on Instagram his weapons and a Bible, and he would often start to be very offensive to people when asked if he was really going to do this. After he went to the event, he stated nobody dared to confront him, which was obviously not true. And I don't know what happened to this guy, because his channel is still up and he has exactly 666 videos, with every video around 3 seconds, and the videos range from Bible quotes to random Super Mario clips. If any of you know some more information about this, share your knowledge down below, I would be grateful.
I called him out on all his fake videos, like all the pranks were fake. I faked some of my videos, people already know that, but I didn't fake it because I'm a bitch. I faked it because I'm thirsty for the reaction that I want to get, but I can't get.
Who is Vitaly? Well, some would say he was a great pranker back in the day, but now some would say he's an obnoxious douchebag. And they are right to some extent. Vitaly was originally known for his prank videos. Now he is living the life you all know if you have ever visited any platform. He would jump out of planes, flash money and drive fast cars. But his channel started as a humble prank channel where it was all for fun. But was it? The problem was, in one video he stated that from his 165 pranks, only 5 were fake, where in another video he claimed that obviously the pranks were all fake. A friend of him called him out because he has proof of that, but that's a drama I don't wanna address.
The video you made about me, you said I do the fake pranks. You said you're the 1% that doesn't. You're the one who taught me how to do fake pranks when the first video I ever did was filming your fake.
Everybody knows that we faked pranks back in the day. Yes, I faked some of my videos, but I'd rather fake pranks than fake my religion and my friendships.
Even if some of the videos were fake, he did do some controversial things, which led even to arrest. Like in 2014, where he was arrested for invading the field during the 2014 FIFA World Cup match between Germany and Argentina in Brazil. I also definitely need to mention in 2015, where he was in Croatia, he pranked the former Croatian Prime Minister Ivo Sanader while Sanader was leaving the Remetinac prison, where he was serving his sentence for corruption charges, where Vitaly jumped on his car while he was in with his lawyers. Good job.
Go down, go down, go down.
One also notable thing is that in January 2020 he decided that it would be wise to climb the pyramids of Giza, which resulted in him spending 5 days in prison, but he also stated this was all for a charity. He also spit on a police car and pranked people where he would drop a suitcase and said that people had 60 seconds to run away. And yes, he was arrested for those pranks, but he didn't learn his lesson. But things went south in Vitaly's career in 2020, where he attacked a random girl who was jogging in the park. The girl was seriously injured, including a bloody and swollen eye, which led to his arrest and subsequent release on bail.
Yeah, I'm famous. I have 10 million subscribers on YouTube around Vitaly. Uncensored, where I do pranks with topless girls.
Let me go get you. Check it out, see? I'm gonna put him in the front.
Do you know me?
Do I know you? No.
No, do you know? Yeah. Attack this girl for no reason. No one's gonna forgive me.
Today he is somewhat of a Dan Bilzerian from AliExpress, but he is also a good friend of his. The videos he produced today have the same pattern, go big or go home, but after faking 10 gold digger pickups, Vitaly did change his content quite a bit. He's portraying a very luxurious lifestyle and continues to make videos, but despite all of that, his most popular video is like 10 years ago.
So today, this is the new series that I've been kind of working on for, well, I say working on it, it's piss easy.
We are starting layer 5 with a guy called Jake Parsons, better known online as Trollzus. If you want a very simple explanation of what this channel is about, the answer would be trolling. Jake started his YouTube journey on January 30, 2012. As his subscriber count grew into the thousands, he diversified his content with Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online Let's Plays and music videos. But besides these games, he also liked to play Ghost Simulator, Call of Duty Ghosts and Advanced Warfare.
Move out, team. Okay, team, you're 2 down, let's do this. Oh,
You just say like, fist me daddy in that voice.
Fist me daddy.
Jake even ventured into MLG videos and montage parodies, and eventually creating what could be considered the most successful series on his channel. So this is the first somewhat red flag. He created a thing known as the sex demon, where he puts a demonic voice and says overly sexualized things to see gamers' reactions.
Shut up, you rat, you get digged out. But this sauce is blocking me and I'm actually gonna dig his mum out.
Would anybody here like to do a real life human centipede with me?
You need to shut your mouth, you little muppet, before you get a scissor kicked to your head.
Oh my god, there's a princess in the game.
She's my princess, shut the f up before I break your face.
Quit it with that creepy ass voice.
I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, I'm starting to fear you, boy.
Oh my god! Get off the
you're creeping right.
You're a YouTuber, you're shit at it, so you can get out my phone.
But this was also undeniably the most successful series on his channel, with views reaching into the hundreds of thousands. His most popular video is a compilation of this sex demon that was made for his 50,000 subscriber special. The video has since gained over 900,000 views. As he started to transition his content to more a commentary channel, he made his final sex demon video on April 14, 2016. And slowly started to making fewer gaming videos as well. Although for nostalgia reasons he also uploaded a trolling video in May 2017, but he didn't use his demonic voice because he found out that doing so would cause him health problems. But he also disappeared from the internet for a while just to have a brief comeback in 2019. Only to disappear again. But why did he disappear in the first place? Let's take a closer look at this. So there was allegedly a rape case against him. In 2016, his girlfriend accused him of rape because he forced himself on her even if she said no. There is proof of that, like screenshots, but because such cases are very hard to prove, the case was eventually dropped.
The allegations that were made against me with the whole rape thing with Maya, they have been dropped. The police have saw all my evidence to defend myself I've had my interview with them, a voluntary one, haven't been arrested or anything, by the way, and they have understood from my perspective. They had hers first, it was a woman detective, so there wasn't any sexism involved, and yeah, they were dropped. So if you want to keep making memes about me being online, go for it, but you can have your own opinion. But I know myself that, like I said, all the way back in April when she first, not even April actually, no, it was sooner. I need to stop talking because I haven't thought about this for quite a while, unless it's someone making a meme on Twitter. So yeah, that's all been dropped, and I just want to get on with my own life now. Yeah, cool.
But if you take a good look at his apology video, he didn't apologize for anything, and he didn't say that this wasn't true, but rather that the case was just dropped. Because there were many memes created about this, and the pressure of the YouTube community, trolls disappeared, at least that's how some explain it. But I still think this was enough to put him on the list, because what he allegedly did to his girlfriend was just disturbing and wrong in so many ways. This YouTuber has a quite reputation online for being very attention seeking, but just how far he would go to get views is the question.
Shall we make out right now?
No! Yes! Once! How old are you? I'll give you a kiss on...
Oh, do it! Do it! Oh, do it! Oh!
Okay. Oh!
She's that
kids watching.
But before we start dissecting the things he did, we need to look at his past to understand him a bit more. Samuel Sam Pepper is a famous YouTube prankster, born in Kent, England on March 26, 1989. He made videos in the United States and the United Kingdom. What distinguishes him from any other prankster channel we covered in the last videos, which I highly recommend you watch, he would do something very inappropriate. To take it a bit back, Samuel, after graduating technology college, initially pursued graffiti art but transitioned to YouTube in 2010 with his first video. Sam gained further recognition as a contestant on the 11th season of Big Brother, eventually being thrown out on the 7th day, mostly because nobody liked him.
Shut up, Sam!
Well, do what you're supposed to do then.
And his next move was to make it big on YouTube. He started his channel September 8, 2010. Here is where we encounter our first problems with him due to the scandals he caused. So you see, because he's a prank channel, you can assume he did some things that rubbed some people the wrong way, or may I say pinched the people the wrong way. By the time he really started to dive into the world of the pranksters, he quickly realized he needed to stand out, because the market was saturated with fake YouTube pranksters. So he gave the users what they wanted and did things that others didn't want to do. From asking random people about the most crazy sexual experiments.
He put a banana in the freezer to make it cold, and then he ate it out, you know where he ate it.
Wow, how did that feel?
Bomb, because it was cold. And then...
Skin on or skin off?
Skin off.
But besides that, he also forced himself on random girls trying to kiss them, where the girls would mostly were completely confused about what is going on. The most notorious things he did and why he hit the headlines is because of a so-called social experiment where he would pinch girls' backs.
He also tried to claim that he had consent from the women in the videos. What he may be referring to is getting his consent form signed after he's done it to use the footage. When some of these women were actually asked if there was consent, their answers suggested no.
Those are things I'm not quite sure if I can show nowadays on YouTube without facing any consequences. At the time, some videos were of female YouTubers pinching men's back and there weren't any outrage. So he wanted to do this prank as a social experiment, even stating it was all staged. Because of this, he got a huge backlash, even if he stated this was just experiment.
So then I wrote an open letter to Sam, asking him with respect and civility to please stop making videos like this. In less than 24 hours, over 100,000 of you signed the letter. That included many YouTube heavyweights like Hank and John Green, Hannah Hart, Grayson Mamrie, Tyler Oakley, Wheezy Waiter, Dan at NerdCube, Strawberry17, Cat Rivik, just tons of.
Because this controversy really hit the mainstream, a girl steps out in a video that is sadly deleted, where she stated that she was sexually harassed by Sam.
You like unattach us?
Yeah. For a kiss. Just need to put this.
No, can you get away from me? And he's forced his mouth on uncomfortable looking beachgoers who are clearly confused about what the hell is going on.
They were apparently in a movie theater when this happened. The biggest problem was that the girl was 16 at the time and he was 23. Even if in England the age of consent is 16, this is definitely something to have in mind while discussing Sam's persona. Of course, he and his lawyers deny everything about this. This video ultimately caused Sam's reputation to take a huge hit.
Women are sexually assaulted every day in millions of seemingly small ways, which other people don't see as bad. And yet they affect the woman on the end of them. Chose to use sexual harassment as the focal point of the experiment. That way I could pass it off as a prank, pretend it's harmless, and watch all you guys go crazy in the comments. And I'm so glad you did.
After this, many more girls came out with the same problem they had with Sam, because he would take advantage of them while most of them being underage. Sam knew he could use young girls because they were his fans, so he manipulated them to send him naked pictures. Like in the previous video mentioned, it is just sad how some YouTubers treat their fan base. This is utterly insane if you ask me. So yeah, this is a man with a very shady history where he publicly harassed girls, handcuffed them and even tied them with a rope.
He's physically restrained women with rope, lassos, almost got himself beat up over it, handcuffed himself to girls and told them he won't let them go until they make out with him.
But sadly, not only that, but with all the girls that came out with the sexual harassment he's done, this is not the end of him.
I started to get letters from young women who were allegedly groped and harassed at music festivals, conferences, meetups. There were tons of stories. Another young woman, a fellow YouTuber, told me of a time that he invited her to crash at his place and then threatened to kick her out on the street if she wouldn't get sexual with him. One of the girls we've been exchanging over Skype, and hearing her voice shake and hearing these stories is just so deeply upsetting to me, and I knew that I could not let this go. I could not let it be swept under the rug. I knew that if I didn't say something, then who knows what would have happened.
Yeah, you heard me right. So Sam had two friends who were also YouTubers called Goldback and Brock, and the video they made was just insane. The plan was that Sam would kidnap Goldback and kill his best friend Brock in front of his eyes. This was a viral video, but it was also very faked. The video obviously hit mainstream portals, even going so far that the hacker group Anonymous tried to interfere with YouTube because they didn't do anything about this. Even if some creators pointed out that he broke so many guidelines because of this video, they said to him he needs to remove this video. They only stated 3 years later that this video was faked, and many believe this video was generally real. But enough of Sam. What is important about him is that he's still somehow making videos which are some like blog type videos, and the videos he's currently making are getting just a small fraction of the views he would usually get on his channel. And now he's not stopping being a controversial character on YouTube, even promoting crypto scams on his channel, as later discovered by CoffeeZilla.
Can I tell you something about I learned from talking to Sam Pepper?
Tell me.
The man is a master manipulator. Yes. I felt like he was trying to manipulate me the entire time. The second he started talking to me, he's so manipulative, and he's so much better at it than Kay. I could just tell immediately. So one thing he would do is like he would address every single thing I would say that he had a valid point on, and never talk about, just ignore every question that like he couldn't defend. So I'd be like, hey man, like this looks like you're fleeing from the like US. And he goes, no, dude, I mean, the UK just lifted their mask mandate. I had to go back. And I was like, but what about the like car you sold? He just like wouldn't respond. And then I'd ask another question. And if he had a good response, he'd respond. But if he had no great response, he just like would stay silent. Like, so he knows the game.
The next one on this list is Exerbia, a very popular British YouTube creator. His real name is Alexander McKishy or Mikishny or something like that. He does have a very big YouTube channel with 2.75 million subs, and his channel is very healthy as of today, and many of his videos he's currently making are hitting the 1 million milestone in regards of views. He has become known for his unique style, which blends science, philosophy and humor in a thought-provoking and entertaining way. He covers topics such as nature of consciousness, the meaning of life and the mysteries of the universe. He is also a writer and made books like Bridge to Lucid Dawn, The Prince of Milk, A Logic Beach and The Fifth Science. His creations encompass a mix of short stories and structured narratives, constantly delving into the themes of romance and human connection. His channel's central focus revolves around consciousness, futurism, and the intricate relationship between humanity and advanced technology. But why is he on the list? From this short introduction there isn't anything out of the ordinary, am I right? Well, this popular channel, like many others we saw in the previous videos, has a very dark part hidden in its history, which the creator of this channel tries to hide under the carpet. You see, despite his popularity, there isn't so much information about his personal life, but what we did find out is his relationship with Piek Roelofs. Piek Roelofs is a Dutch activist, photographer and whistleblower. Wiki description of a whistleblower or whistleblowing is activity of a person oftentimes employing revealing information about activity within a private or public organization that is deemed illegal, immoral, illicit, unsafe or fraudulent. Whistleblowers can use a variety of internal and external channels to communicate information or allegations. The two met where Exerbia was a still very small channel, where he had only 2,500 subs and Piek had 10,000 subs. To keep it a bit short, he managed to trick her into working with him on a project by lying to her about his background. They both started to research synchronicity. In psychology, synchronicity is defined as the occurrence of meaningful coincidences that seem to have no cause. It is based on a concept of Carl Jung. The most simplest way to explain this theory is when someone tells you a certain song reminds them of you and you suddenly start to notice this song, even thinking how strange it is that this particular song is played at the exact time that relates you with that person. Well, Exerbia started an experiment on her. The poor girl started to have panic attacks because of that and wanted to stop this.
But if I add the aggressive part, like shaking me and grabbing my wrists and shouting at me, if I combine that with what happened earlier in that message, it's first it was one red flag, and then I thought, you know, I'll just trust you, even though.
But he wanted to find meaning behind this theory. The thing is that he tried to create even fake synchronicity around her, which of course freaked her even more out. As she was suffering from suicidal tendencies and depression, he still wouldn't stop to talk about it and make the whole situation even worse. The most surreal thing about this is that he knew about her mental state and still talked about life, death and other concepts that could be very damaging to a person that is suffering from depression. Piek was hospitalized in November 2016 for acute stress disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression and thoughts of suicide. During her 7-month hospitalization, she started to talk about how he started to threaten her between November and December of 2016, basically blackmailing her to leave the hospital to talk to him while she was drugged with prescribed medication. When she finally met him, Exerbia allegedly raped her while she was unable to fight him because of the medications, one of them being Xanax, a well-known date rape drug according to Wiki. When Piek was discharged from the hospital, she gave up her career as an international photographer to focus on her recovery. Sadly, the police did not do much about this.
80s reconstruction, however, was a whistleblowing article on Dutch police failure. A 1-year investigation The day before they published it, they wrote front page about the low conviction statistics in sexual abuse cases and how many remain on the shelves for years before they are investigated.
As she stated, he basically received a jail-free card because of that, which must be such a spit in the face of the justice system, but sadly she is not the only victim to such fate.
AD researched these shelved cases because I provided them with a secretly recorded call with the police, where the police told me just in Limburg alone, where I live, over 130 cases had been shelved. Due to this, AD realized the number of shelved cases the government said we had in our country, around 350, had to be wrong. So AD investigated this and found out that the Netherlands actually had 945 cases on the shelves, 19 even longer for 2 years. So this was the plan. First come with the statistics, and the day after give an example of a police investigation where everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And that was the Exerbia case.
The biggest problem was that she was at the time hospitalized when she tried to sue him.
Oh, definitely. Due to it, the police recognized some mistakes to AD and that they initially refused my criminal complaint. Questions in the Dutch House of Representatives were asked following the article, and I've also been told it's been discussed at a university here to teach students about police failure, and that's a good thing, that my testimony has helped to open up a conversation.
In March of 2021, following the Exerbia criminal case, Code Media and Rappel reported to Pike, where she received death threats, even accompanied with images of deceased individuals.
Well, that article was about companies like YouTube who rarely take action when people are targeted on their platform. Code investigated Exerbia for 12 months, saw the evidence and how he allowed fans to smear and dox me on his platform. It wasn't a public interest to warn people.
Subsequent to those revelations, the Exerbia Reddit community, which is over 20,000 people, stated that the YouTuber has made some poor moderation choices and targeted and defamed Pike. The community acknowledged the negative impact on Exerbia's actions and recognizing an ongoing defamation campaign against Roloffs. Because of this, the consequences are that Exerbia was banned for moderating his own community. This is definitely a quite complicated case, which is still going on if I'm correct.
AD was very concerned that if he would be named, this reconstruction would become a story about a YouTuber. The news didn't want to put focus on Exerbia. They wanted the failure of the police and the discrimination of psychiatric patients to be addressed. So that's why they didn't name him.
If you want to take a deeper look into these investigations, I would recommend you visit the channel called Bullet Barry on YouTube, but definitely Exerbia is a guy who deserves to be on the list for the worst YouTubers, because the experiments he did on the poor girl and even the alleged rape is something definitely that nobody deserves. Sadly, Exerbia is still making videos and didn't make any apology videos because of this.
Pretty much. Sexual abuse has essentially been decriminalized, and the only way we have been able to prove this is because people have come forward and allowed the media to investigate their cases. They were mocked and targeted for speaking out, silenced even, but survivors speaking out is what's needed to address this. This is why I came forward too, to help expose the system. I knew how much evidence there was and is in my case, and they just refused to investigate. I started speaking to others and found out I wasn't the only one this happened to. That's when I realized, after I was doxxed over and over again by Exerbia's fans, I might as well give up my anonymity completely, give my case to the public, to the media, to show people that justice most of the time doesn't exist unless you fight for it. And I'm willing to do that. All I need is help.
In this episode, we definitely look at 3 weird surreal characters in the YouTube space. The things I have discovered really shocked me. How even big and successful channels can hide so many disturbing things. Please, don't harass anybody mentioned in this video. This is only to shed light on things that they definitely need to be shared and not buried away and forgotten. Thank you for sticking to the end of this video. I recommend you check out my other iceberg charts on my channel, and if you enjoyed this video, remember to smash that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you want to take that extra step, consider joining my Patreon or YouTube membership program for extra perks and to help the channel even a bit more. That's all from me now, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye.